As expected, this woman thought she was being clever and said, "Hey, you are racist." They've been trained to think that that's the magic word. Not last night, folks. I said, "Missy, bingo, zeroed in on that. That is an anti-white slur. You are anti-white." From that point on, that's basically all I said. She and him, they got a little bit louder, blah, blah, blah. Anti-white slur, blah, blah, blah. And I just got louder and louder and louder. Anti-white, you're anti-white. You're anti-white trash. You're anti-white trash. I amplified it and magnified it and used it to the severity that the situation called for. And the important thing is, do not back down, folks. I didn't back down when they got loud. I sat there and called them anti-white trash. They tried to get loud. I got even louder. Always above them in volume. Made sure that people heard what I was saying much more than what they were saying. Made sure that people hearing that exchange were going to hear the word anti-white. And they were going to know what the real deal was, that those people were just anti-white scum. No matter what kind of anti-white slur or other nonsense they want to use, no. The important thing is they're anti-white. That was understood. Once you know that, folks, then that's all that needs to be said. It was just anti-white, until I got to the top of my lungs, repeated that about 5 to 10 times. Anti-white trash, anti-white trash, anti-white trash. They kept talking, so I just kept saying it. Do not back down, folks. Guess what? They eventually walked away. Who got the victory? We got the victory, folks. Someone's going to sit there and go back and forth with you and be anti-white, use anti-white slurs or whatever. As soon as you recognize they're anti-white, especially if there's an anti-white slur, just anti-white slur, anti-white. Then it's over. Just anti-white. You're anti-white. And you stay on that until they leave. You stand your ground on that. You get the last word. I've made a little bit of a mistake on that in the past, like in California, Venice Beach, when I got on video a couple of times, some really vicious white anti-whites. And they used anti-white slurs against me, and I said anti-white, and then I kind of walked away. I should have just held my ground and said anti-white until they stopped or they walked away. Usually that's what I do, and there was a couple of cases there I didn't, but most of the time that's what I do. That's what we all should do. They want to get louder, you get louder. They want to keep talking, you keep talking. And all you got to say is you're anti-white, you're anti-white, you're anti-white. They will get tired of it. They will walk away. They're defeated. You win. We win every time.
To conclude, never back down, never defend yourself, never explain yourself, never prove your position, never share data or facts to back up your position. Simply assert white well-being. Assert that anti-whitism is wrong and immoral and cannot be accepted by any decent person or individual. It cannot be tolerated, and it must be put to an end. That is the good, right thing to do. Simply assert this position from within the white positive narrative, no matter how you wish to do so or feel most comfortable doing so, depending on who you are as an individual, your own, individual unique traits and skills, weaknesses, strengths, etc. Your style, your personality. Depending on all those different factors, as different variants, you will express yourself in a different manner. You will be yourself. You are you. So you should be yourself to the fullest while speaking from, expressing from a position which is outside or beyond the anti-white narrative, from which you assert white positivity, white well-being, as the moral good, which must be upheld. And then watch how anti-whites back down, panic, retreat, and surrender, and how you will always win. You will always come out on top, which means you will always be seen as the moral victor, the individual who will take the moral high ground and sit up on your high horse and be seen as better, more noble, more just, more honourable, that which one would seek to emulate, etc. You become an example for the rest of the world to mimic, copy. Okay. So, there you have it, folks. Never back down. And if you can't think of what to say, again, just be yourself and call that person that you're speaking to in that conversation anti-white. You're anti-white. You're anti-white. Yeah, but you're anti-white. Okay, whatever, but you're anti-white. Doesn't matter because you're anti-white. That's all nonsense because you're anti-white. Everything you say is irrelevant because you're anti-white. I've already won the discussion because you're anti-white. Everyone thinks you're evil because anti-white. Everyone thinks I'm a hero because anti-white. You just keep asserting this position, asserting that you are correct. White well-being is the moral, just, good, right thing to do because you're anti-white. And then watch them squirm like cockroaches with light shined upon them and try to defend their position that it's okay to racially discriminate and abuse and traumatize innocent members of a group on the basis of their race. So, again, you don't remember or you don't know what to say, just call them anti-white. Keep calling them anti-white and they'll get scared, they'll put their tail behind their legs, they'll scatter like cockroaches with light shone upon them, and you will come out victorious, you will come out as a hero, defending the well-being of our people. Just call them anti-white, keep calling them anti-white, and never back down. Never defend yourself, never try to explain why that is the case. Make them explain why it isn't. Thank you. Take it easy. Catch you next time.